If sulfur oxide and methane are released simultaneously at the opposite ends of a narrow tube, the rate of diffusion RSO2 and RCH4 will be in the ratio dash, giving the atomic mass of sulfur to be 32, oxygen 16, carbon 12, and hydrogen 1. Solution. For any question on gas laws involving rate of diffusion, the law applicable is Graham's law of diffusion, which states that the rate of diffusion of a given mass of gas is inversely proportional to the square root of its relative molecular mass. In this case, we have two gases involved. We have sulfur oxide and we have methane. So now having two gases involved, the first gas and the second gas, then we have the Graham's law equation to be given as R1 over R2 equals square root of the molecular mass of the second gas over square root of the molecular mass of the first gas. So here now the subscript of 1 and 2 refers to the first and the second gas, and for the first gas here we'll be taking that to be sulfur oxide. So here I'll say R1 equals RSO2, that is the rate of diffusion of sulfur oxide, and it is not given from the question, so I have that to be unknown. For R2, I have that to be the rate of diffusion of the second gas, which is methane, so I have RCH4. The rate of diffusion of methane is not given as well. So in the question, we have been asked to calculate the ratio of the rate of the diffusion of SO2 to that of CH4. That is the ratio of R1 to R2. So to get that, we need to calculate the molecular mass of the gases respectively. So starting with the first gas, which is sulfur oxide, we have M1 equals M subscript of SO2, and this is equal to the molecular mass of SO2. Now that together we'll be summing the atomic mass of each element present. So with the first one is sulfur, the atomic mass of sulfur is 32, so we have 32 plus oxygen is 16, and we have 2 atoms of oxygen present, so we have 2 times 16. So this gives us 32 plus 32, which is equal to 64 in the unit grams per mole. So we've gotten M1. So for M2, we'll be doing same thing. M2, we have M2, that's molecular mass of methane, since methane is the second gas we are considering. So we have MCH4, that's the chemical formula for methane. We'll be summing the atomic masses of each of the elements present. The first one here is carbon. Atomic mass of carbon is 12, so we have 12 plus, for hydrogen is 1 and we have 4 atoms present, so we say 4 times 1. So this gives us 12 plus 4, which is equal to 16. So we have 16 grams per mole. Now we've gotten the molecular masses of each of the gases respectively. So now let's go back to the formula. From the equation we are using, or better still the formula we are using, we have R1 over R2. So I'll be replacing subscript of 1 and 2 with their gases respectively. So instead R1, I'll be having RSO2 over RCH4, that is rate of diffusion of sulfur oxide and rate of diffusion of methane, to be equal to the square root of M2, now that's methane, MCH4, over square root of the molecular mass of the first gas, which is sulfur oxide, MSO2. So after writing this, let's substitute the values. So from here we have this to be equal to square root of the molecular mass of methane. Molecular mass of methane is 16 grams per mole. So neglecting the units to make the calculation easier. So we have square root of 16 divided by square root of the first gas, which is SO2, and we've gotten the mass of SO2 to be 64. So we have 64. So moving forward, we have RSO2 over RCH4 to be equal to square root of 16 over square root of 64, which is equal to square root of 16 is 4 and square root of 64 is 8. So I have RSO2 over RCH4 to be equal to 4 over 8. Simplifying this further, I have that to be 1 over 2. So now, going back to the question, we are being asked to calculate the ratio of the rate of diffusion of sulfur oxide to the rate of diffusion of methane. So now I can say RSO2, that is rate of diffusion of sulfur oxide, ratio rate of diffusion of methane CH4 equals 1:2, which serves as the final answer. We've come to the end of the solution to the question. So we can say the rate of diffusion RSO2 and RCH4 will be in the ratio 1:2. That will be all on that. Kindly subscribe to this channel and as well click on the notification bell so as to get notified as soon as new videos are being posted. Thank you.